You ever get the feeling that you're being watched? You know, like Big Brother. 64% of Americans believe that they are being watched. 82% are being watched. I should know. Let me introduce myself. I am Big Brother. At least that's what people say when they hear about what we do. This device right here knows who all of you are. Because the minute you came into this room, it detected the presence of your cell phone. Actually, it didn't, but it could. What we actually do is something that's very much so in respect of privacy. It's a long-range Bluetooth technology, which means that the moment you step outside of this room, it has no idea where you are. We started our business in higher education. So we take this device here, put it on the wall of a lecture hall, leave it there for 3 years, absolutely no maintenance. When 400 students pile into that classroom, it automatically detects the presence of their phone, thereby taking attendance without anyone lifting a finger. Not staff, nor student. I am Marquette Burton, CEO and founder of Fletch, the world's only truly effortless time and attendance technology. We've been serving a great many universities. I'd like to point out that we've even served universities as far away as South Korea. And more importantly, during our time here in Erie, we got an incoming deal for the University of Arizona College of Medicine. Who would think medical students would need their attendance tracked, right? But that took us higher in higher education. And then the Cincinnati Chamber of Commerce said, we want to use Fletch to track data for our corporate partners who use our space, and we want to sell them that information. That took us outside of higher education. And when we first got started, a lot of institutions came, they said, hey, we're universities, we take a long time to do things, we don't like to change, but this effortless thing sounds really interesting. Here's a check, let's get you in the door. So just this year, 2019, we already have $100,000 in the bank. Now that we're in the door, we've been performing, and we have $1.5 million in our pipeline just from expanding within our existing customer base. But they said, you guys are masters of real-time location services with people, and we trust you because you've done what you've said, it's been effortless. Can you do the same thing with our assets? Which posed a challenge for us. We have excellent software, but if we're going to be able to do it for their assets, we had to build a new hardware, something smaller, lower cost, but still as powerful as a device that we started with. And that's why it was very timely that we partnered with the Erie Innovation District. We had the good fortune of being introduced to Plastic Group, who was kind enough to introduce us to Joe and take us through their factory floor. And you know what? Joe's such a nice guy. Would you believe that they even let me dress up just like Joe? Just like him. And since we've been here in Erie, I am proud to announce that we have been innovating while in Erie. Our research and development has yielded something quite remarkable, which we call the Dot. We took that device that we had, we shrunk it down 5 times to the size of a mere coin. 3-year battery life, we can leave it on an asset, no one needs to touch it, and it gets the range of half of a football field. We developed this here while in Erie, and I'll do you one better. We're currently talking with Lascar Electronics so that we can manufacture this here in Erie. So we like to get things done. We got down on the ground, and I heard a gentleman earlier say, do you know where your Gamma Flux controller is? You might have been wondering, what does that look like? This is a gamma flux controller. Looks like a time machine, doesn't it? And this is me proudly placing the first Fletch dot onto a gamma flux controller right there on the factory floor at Plastech. And the great thing is, as soon as you put the dot on the spot, you can pull out your cell phone and in real time track that asset from the palm of your hand. And of course, we can push all of our data into the systems that your enterprise is currently using. This is something we already do with our existing clients. But there are many companies that purport to do asset tracking. That's not our secret sauce. Our unique advantage is, number one, we're masters of people locating, which means that we understand how people and assets behave together, which is necessary for maximizing profits. And I'll do you one better, because in every business, no one wants extra work. We all want less work. You might even want something that's effortless. So we're effortless and flexible. And you might say, how flexible are you really? Think about the lifetime value of a customer. Just this month, we were on Fox News television because that dot that I just showed you, this fall it's going into the backpacks of school children to provide for school bus safety. Think about the lifetime value of a customer. We can start with the children, we do K to 12, then you get to university, 400 students in this lecture hall, we automatically take attendance, as I mentioned. But did you know that our technology is also outside of the classroom? At the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, they have our technology in the library, in the tutoring center, in the engineering building, in the advising offices. Those are behavioral analytics that higher education has never seen before. And of course, you know we do asset tracking. But we're so flexible that if an asset needs to leave one factory, I don't know, say hop on an 18-wheeler and go to another factory, we can go right on that 18-wheeler with it. You just put a dot inside of that area, and now you're up and running. You don't need to call us to do that. But here's the most interesting opportunity I'm really excited to announce. I met with a large healthcare group that's pretty close to here, and I'll be meeting with them again on Monday. When I went in, they said, Marquette, we actually have a school. We train medical professionals here within our healthcare group, nurses, physicians. We want you to do the attendance. So we come in, we talk about attendance, and before I left, they said, we need you to come back. I said, why is that? They said, we actually want to use your technology. We want to build in your location services into our app so that when patients show up to the hospital, they're automatically checked in using Fletch. So that for us is a huge expansion into yet another vertical, very flexible. We've tracked with a user from K-12 through university, through work, and then even into healthcare with the exact same software, the exact same hardware. And it's just $15 for each of those devices, plus a software licensing fee. We have an excellent team. You already heard about me. Thank you for that excellent introduction. My entire career has been in software sales. Aditya Halan, my CTO, has 10 years plus in enterprise level software development, a master of PHP and Android. We are about the security and productivity of your people and assets. We are Fletch. We will be watching.